Initiating System 1. System 1 loaded.
The GoreCast is brought to you by American Horrors, the greatest uncut horror channel in the world. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all horror. As well as the Station of Decapitation Without Your Head.
America's longest running horror channel, www.withoutyourhead.com.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
What's up, GoreCasters? Welcome back here to the GoreCast with me, Johnny Deadly, and all of my news-related homies to the right of me, as we are here for Horror News Tuesday, where we have gone through the internets, scouring. I need to download that last news bits picture. Remind me of that in a moment. Scouring the internet, even currently, as we talk to you, scouring the internet for some of the juiciest horror news stories to bring you.
I'm on it.
I got the news. So up on today's show, we're going to have, there's a French slasher movie in the Gialloesq style, which I'll be getting into momentarily, called The Last Matinee. There's an animated Witcher series that I'd be remiss to say that I thought it was a series. Is it a movie? There's an animated Witcher movie that looks very much like it's done by the guys who did Castlevania, but I'm not exactly 100% sure. There is a new Ted Bundy movie out, which looks hella interesting. And there's also... What's the last one? We're going to be talking about some blood-sucking, human-eating fucking locusts, all on Netflix.
Yep.
News just in. My headphones are attached to my microphone.
Are they not supposed to be?
Customarily, no. They tend to be separate. Katie McNeil is in the chat. Hello. Midnight Rider's in the chat. Hello. Rochi's in the chat. Hello. Roddy's in the chat. Hello.
Hi, Roddy.
Long time no speaky. And Bree's in the chat also. And Bill. Hello.
Hello to Bill and Bill.
How have you recovered from last night's phasmophobia endeavors? Everyone keeps giving me shit, going, you locked those guys in a house with a ghost. And I'm like, no, the ghost locked those guys in a house with a ghost. I just happened to be the lucky bastard on the other side of the door when it happened.
I wasn't able to watch all of it, but all of a sudden the message I got from Bill at about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning saying, get me out of this prison, makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, that one didn't go as smoothly as the last one I watched.
He said he died a lot. The game.
Yeah, it was an interesting experience. I got a lot of... The ghost actually landed me in loads of shit, because there was people even in the chat going, I love how it's just like, oh, just lock the guys inside and let's see who lives. I didn't lock the door. The ghost locked the door. I was walking... If I hadn't paused to turn on my EMF reader, I literally would have been in there with them. I stopped to turn on my EMF reader, and by the time I went to open the door, all I heard was clunk click, and my EMF reader was going fucking berserk. And I was like, well... I know what's happening here anyway.
I like the one where it was we're gonna go for cover, and your man's like, where is everybody? Are you still in the house?
Yeah. It was Rochi. Are you still in the house? Yeah, why? Do you remember when you said we're gonna go check the cameras in the van? You're the only one in the house.
According to Rochi, you sold them out for a human sacrifice.
That's about right.
And had fun with the ghost in the closet.
Ooh, that sounds about right.
According to Bill.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Take it, Brandon. Take it, Brenda. Take it, Brenda. That was a scary movie. I did a scary movie on it.
Ooh. All over its stupid face.
Yeah. Oh, there's a picture of a locust on the screen.
Apparently Rochi was still in the wardrobe at the time.
Yeah, I have no discretion when it comes to things like that. Everyone knows this.
Oh God, there is locust there.
Yeah, I got rid of it. It's okay. Anyway, I need to pull the news bit up because there's French names, which I will need the actual text in front of me for. Because
France. France.
Yeah, I decided I was going to take this news bit because it's slasher movies and I love them.
Oh God.
That's it. So, from France, a new horror movie that's coming out called The Last Matinee, which I will show you momentarily when I can find the button. There it is. Called The Last Matinee, which tells the story of a load of people that are going to the cinema for the last late night matinee showing of a horror movie, a Frankenstein movie, if memory serves me correctly from the trailer. And some masked psycho wearing a trench coat and a hat decides, you know what, I'm going to go kill all of these cinema goers and lock them in the cinema and start having a bit of a French dubbed murder spree. Not French dubbed because it's already in French. English subtitled, French dubbed. Yeah, whatever. Murder spree. Yeah. Let me just get names of people
The
here.
trailer.
The trailer is awesome.
Oh.
It's advertised as a Neo Giallo slasher, ultra-violent, extremely gory, and not for the faint of heart, which are all things that I like to see. And I won't lie to you, from watching the trailer, I don't feel that they're misleading us, because it was a pretty gory trailer that I watched.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, like, that was the headline to that was they're bringing gore back to the theaters and shit.
Yeah, like, it was actually so gory that I was actually surprised. Not like I was affected by it or anything, but surprisingly gory for a trailer on YouTube. I was like, well,
That was unexpected.
yeah, well, a thing went the whole way through a guy's head and you saw it, and I was like, wow, wasn't really thought that would have been just in the movie there. Not a normal thing that I get to see in the trailers, but I never got to see, is there a date for this? There's no announced date.
No, that's the Ted Bundy one.
August 24th. It's going to be hitting cinemas on August 6th before slicing its way onto digital HD and VOD platforms on August 24th. Dark Star Pictures are producing it in collaboration with Bloody Disgusting, which is going to be awesome because I won't lie to you, the last couple of
It's going to be bloody disgusting.
It's going to be bloody and disgusting, yes. And I've been quite happy with the last couple of Bloody Disgusting co-productions we've seen. Well, they did that remake of Castle Freak, didn't they? That was Bloody Disgusting, or was that Rumored?
Yeah. Yes. it was
Yeah.
bloody
No, I
disgusting.
think that was bloody.
And Bloody Disgusting were involved in that Christmas movie with the
Sleigh bells.
Sleigh bells.
Great film.
Yeah,
Oh,
God, that was awesome.
Yeah.
yeah. So very much looking forward to that.
Christmas past.
So if you are in the area of a cinema on August 6th that is housing this, I would highly recommend it because from what I saw in the trailer, it looked bloody good. And otherwise, wait until August 24th for digital and HD platforms or VOD platforms.
It's fun just to say go to the cinemas again. Like,
Isn't it?
It's been so
It's
long.
nice. I went
It's
into
been
town
so
last
long.
week and there was actually people having coffee and things like that, and it was nice. I mean, we're not like fully out of our lockdowns yet over here. Well, we're out of lockdown, kind of, maybe-ish, kind of thing.
It's Ireland. No one ever knows what's going on until it's actually happening, and even
Well,
then we're not sure.
Judging by the new law, us being out of lockdown depends on what Garda sergeant you're speaking to.
Seriously?
Wow.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Well, they're allowed to do their own thing now, so it's like if one says you're in lockdown, the other one says he doesn't. Depends who's higher ranked, I suppose.
Oh, because
Pretty
that's
much
not going to go
all-
badly at all.
No. Sure, these things never go badly. You know that.
Especially
Pretty
not in a
much-
country like Ireland, where he
Pretty
with the
much
most
all
money
of our
wins.
all
Hey,
of our restrictions.
Look, at least we
dropped.
didn't lose the football.
Right.
And at least when we did lose the football, we didn't try and murder an entire country. So there is that. Speaking of horror news, football, it went to Rome.
It's going to Rome.
Yeah, it didn't
It's
come.
going to Rome.
Yeah, it didn't come home.
Well,
It
it's
went
going
to Rome. It's going to Rome. It's going
It's
to Rome.
going to Rome. Football.
I can't wait for about 20
I won't lie to you.
years.
Risk of sounding like a real Irish person. I'd have been happy if it went to Rome, Denmark, literally anywhere that wasn't home.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't care one way or the other.
I did have a little bit of a smile on
Game I
my
have
face,
no interest.
all over my Instagrams and social medias, all I kept saying is it's coming home. And then when it didn't happen, I was like, no, it didn't.
Bill just fancy booked his own French movie from France, a new horror film called Le Surrender. A French chef is forced to cook English food for a horde of football fans while tied to the cooker and beaten. He eats his own foot to escape. Bill, if that was Italian, it would have been so perfect, said Katie, Bill O'Donoghue. And then Bill went, I get the reference, but for mortal enemies such as the English and the French, or the English and the Scots, or the English and the Irish, or the English and the English, damn English bum in the world.
You forgot the English and the Indians.
And English and the Germans.
It was the Germans and everyone, really.
They're saying people have problems with the English.
No, nobody has problems with the English.
It's mostly the English have problems with everybody else and then can't understand why we don't take it well.
Pretty much.
Gotcha.
We have religion and we're not allowed to have fun anymore because we have religion. Oh, what is this country beside us? What is this brown fucking fire water that you're drinking? And what are these mushrooms that you are constantly eating? And why do none of you have clothes on and have all of your nipples painted? What do you mean it has to do with the mushrooms? No, you can't have any of that. You need to go to the Catholics. Come join us now. Or well, Protestants technically back at that.
You need to do you need to do what we tell you because we all live this way and that's how we get to rule everything by making you afraid of stuff that.
Yeah, sure, you can have your country back. We'll just keep the top.
Except that they don't want that really, and they just held on to it to be spiteful, and now it's all gone tit side up.
Bill says, no one got the reference. You've made an enemy today.
Which reference? Is there another reference?
I'm assuming the English on French and everything.
I don't know what that's from. It sounds like a Tommy Tiernan thing, but I think I'm wrong.
No, the reference has to be something that came before that. Road sheets pretty much throw shit at a wall and see what sticks, and that's our plan.
I always use at times like this, I use that Tommy Tiernan reference about how I'll usually support the opposite country against England in things like sports and war.
Simpsons while explaining about Scots being enemies with everyone while talking to Skinner.
Oh, right.
Right. Gotcha.
There is just too much Simpsons.
You know the IR. Just point to
what did you just say there?
I'm just saying Simpsons has been on for like 30 years, and it's hard to pinpoint one specific episode. So
I stopped watching it about 15 years ago. So
yeah,
it's kind of easy to miss a Simpsons reference unless it's
like I used to really be in on it and enjoy watching it. Then I just kind of got burned out and never went back to it.
I was briefly going to give a history lesson in regards to our previous subject, but it's probably not a good idea after all.
I would say definitely not a good idea. After all.
Yeah.
After the weird comments about America you made during our recording earlier, that I was like, don't know how we got on that, and I'm probably going to edit that out when I'm doing the actual show.
I can't even remember what the hell I said.
You spoke kind of ill of the country, mostly from the angle of their gun-loving populace, and I was just like, well...
yeah, there we go.
My name goes down as director on that show, and I'm not having that gun-loving populace looking to come talk to me about anything, so I'll just say I'm editing that bit out.
Especially when it's on a gun-loading populace's network.
Yep.
Oh, Gizmo.
What?
It's all fine. It's all fine for you three. I'm the one with the directorial credit. It's fucking me. All the bullshit lands on.
That's why I tipped.
You let those words go out on air because they're true. That's why I let them go out.
I don't say anything offensive on the program. That was offensive.
No, that was confusing.
That was confusing.
Yeah. That was confusing. I had a genuine moment of, is he taking the piss?
Taking the piss or not?
I just noticed in the camera there, I went full Robert De Niro when I was explaining that, so that'll tell you how. You taking the piss?
Worse yet, the two of us had the exact same
look.
You're not
taking the piss, mate. You must be taking the piss at someone else.
Anyway, should we move on to the next?
Yeah.
Should we move on to
I don't
the next
think I've offended people that work in movies.
Also, next news bit, you had a question about which I just solved. Well, I didn't just solve it. I solved it a few minutes ago. Okay, so while The Witcher Season 2 is set to come out on December 17th, we will be getting a bit of a taster of what that world is like, a bit of a reminder in the way of this animated movie called The Witcher Curse of the Wolf, which is set, or sorry, Nightmare of the Wolf. Yeah, I got it. Which is set to be coming out on August 23rd. It's about a guy named Vesemir, a swashbuckling young witcher who has basically escaped a life of poverty to go off killing monsters for money, because
That's what Witchers
why
do.
not? Yeah, exactly. Now, there's a trailer up online, and it does look very, very sweet. And the reason, Johnny, that you thought the animation looked familiar was it's not Castlevania. However, Studio Mir has done all of the following stuff. It's done episodes for Legend of Korra. It's done it's done season 4 of The Boondocks. It did all of Voltron Legendary Defender.
Nice.
It's done episodes for the
Legendary
previous...
Defenders, the new series, right?
Yeah, the one that was on Netflix there for a while.
Yes,
it was pretty good.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Did episodes for the latest season of Young Justice, and it's going to be doing all the episodes for the upcoming season. It did the animation for Dota, Dragon's Blood.
Oh, that was,
it's done.
You know, I haven't fully watched that, but I must say the animation side of that was slick.
Yeah. Now we're on to the stuff you're going to really enjoy. The movies: Death of Superman, Mortal Kombat Legends, Batman: Soul of the Dragon, which was pretty fun. Obviously, The Witcher: Nightmare of the Wolf. And it's done a bunch of the DC short stuff, like the Sergeant Rock, DC Showcase, Death, and Death in the Family.
Nice.
So what you're saying is
okay,
in good
I'm
hands
on
is
board.
what I'm hearing.
Yeah, exactly.
Frack, yeah. Sure, you can see it just by the image there. I know it's just a dude with no face and a cloak over his head, but god damn it, it looks good.
The trailer shows a werewolf, and I'm hoping that's not just an opening credits type thing. I'm hoping there actually is a werewolf, because it looks like a cool, badass Kronos form werewolf.
The name of the movie is Nightmare of the Werewolf.
Nightmare of the Wolf. Don't forget the Witchers all have the wolf medallions as well.
Oh, valid point.
And in the trailer, it says face your
I'm
demons.
actually really upset I didn't clock that myself there now. And Henry Cavill, please don't murder me.
I think you'll
To be fair, in the trailer there is a snippet of your man kind of like rubbing his thumb against the medallion, and when I saw that, I was kind of like, oh yeah, it's a double thing. Nice.
Double entendre.
No, that's different.
I double entendre.
They're French.
It's a French. Double
Anyway, as I said,
entendre.
Witcher: Nightmare of the Wolf is set to come out on Netflix on August 23rd, and then season 2 of Henry Cavill's sword swinging adventures return on December 17th. So Christmas is going to be awesome, because we got that, and we got season 3 of Mandalorian and
Okay,
Book of Boba Fett.
YouTube,
Well, I think
you
season 3
really
of
need
Mandalorian,
to-
definitely Book of Boba Fett.
YouTube, you need to ease up on your censoring of things, because like Bill just wrote double entendre or double ended dildo, which that got pulled, and I had to authorize that to go through. That makes sense, but Roshi wrote poppycock. I mean, do we need to censor poppycock in the chat? Netflix or fucking not Netflix? Fuck, I wish I was on Netflix.
YouTube.
YouTube.
Are you run by a bunch of 7-year-olds?
Poppycock, my ears have been offended by your Victorian language.
My virgin ears have been
Fuck that
penetrated
for
by your
shows.
evil words.
What you call me?
Yeah, so they're just reading the chat, not listening to the show then.
Put your poop mouth. Yeah, okay, what do we got?
Well,
I wonder what happened to your up buzzcocks or shuttlecocks. Would that get like deleted as well? We're talking about badminton, damn it.
oh, let's see.
One
Type it in,
way
see what
to
happens.
Find out. I mightn't be the right guy to do this because I am an admin. I can say shuttlecock. Can anybody else say shuttlecock in the chat? Let's find
And
out.
here's your new. Oh my God! What have I started?
Every single person type shuttlecock in the chat right now.
It's like F in the chat for respects, but instead it's
Yeah.
drop shuttlecock in the chat. Hey YouTube, Hulu is better sucking them apples. Yeah.
Katie, I check on my scones and come back to a completely different chat.
Yeah. And we got shuttlecock, cocktail.
Cock and balls. Oh wait, that probably will get flagged.
So poppycock is still declared that offensive a slur in 2021?
I didn't even know it was a slur.
I would
Poppycock-
say if there is a year,
It's-
2021
Poppycock
would
would
be
have
the
been
year
the
that it's
aristocratic
Victorian-
Victorian era way of like saying bullshit. Do you know what I mean?
Bullshit.
Okay.
Be like,
That
I
is
will
such
beat you in an
poppycock.
arm wrestling competition. Poppycock, sir. Poppycock.
Ball the dash.
And then he'll take a shot of whiskey and punch his wife in the head or something like that. You know, it's Victorian times.
It's normally what happens.
Yeah, you know, whatever is frankly my dear, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, that word.
I always remember that with the Nicolas Cage, the history of curse words, where they ran through all
Oh
the
yeah.
different versions of that.
I forgot about
Frankly,
that.
my dear, I don't give a darn. Frankly, my dear, I couldn't make a yawn. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a fuck. But you know, it would have had so much more pop. Frankly, my
Katie's like,
dear, I don't
That
give a
work
fuck.
off?
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm sure when they eventually get round to the remake, that's the way they'll do it.
Oh, perfect.
I am going to like American cinema level pop if that happens, if they do the remake. If he goes, frankly, my dear, I don't give a fuck. I am going to be like, fuck yes! Yes in the cinema! Don't give a fuck if I'm interrupting your viewing. Fuck yes! I have waited literally 90 years for that retcon to happen. Fuck yeah! So long
Watch
have I
the rest of
waited
the
that
film.
it's in
Absolute
colour
trash. They
now.
never should have remade it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gone with the Wind, if written by the GoreCast.
Casablanca.
Gone with the Wind.
You're right. I'm an idiot. Gone with the wind. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Humphrey Bogart tried to do it.
Casablanca is just the start of a beautiful friendship.
You don't get on that, maybe not today, but maybe not tomorrow, but soon, for the rest of your life.
Was Sean Connery in
Oh.
Casablanca?
No, that's my really bad Humphrey Bogart impression.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Bad Humphrey, but really good Sean Connery.
Yeah,
To be
he's
fair-
Connery is strong. No one's ever denied that.
To be fair, I'm only a fan of one Humphrey Bogart movie, so understandably not had a lot of practice.
They can cast you in the remake of Zardos or whatever the fuck that movie was called, wearing your red.
I don't want to see
No.
those
Oh no.
He's like,
Zardos!
I can pull that shit off.
Oh, no.
Zardos! Didn't they have like a goofy song?
Do you know what I mean? It's like everyone saw Borat and that Mankini came out and everyone was like, oh my god, I'm so shocked by what Sacha Baron Cohen has done in that Mankini and everything. It's just like Sean Connery does it in the 80s and everyone's just like, meh, perfectly fine. Makes perfect sense. James Bond in a Mankini. I don't know why anyone
just
finds
started
that
watching-
strange, to be blatantly honest.
I just started watching a TV show called Community, and they
I
actually pulled
love that
they actually
so
pulled
much.
out the fucking the outfit, and I was like, oh my god.
Hey, how far into Community are you?
I just started season 5, the repilot.
So you have seen the paintball episode.
Oh my god, dude! I fucking love
Isn't
how
it
that shit gets
So
sideways
good.
every
So
fucking
good.
time. Oh,
It's like an actual
No, I
action
really-
movie, but with just paintball.
I'm
It's
really digging the. I prefer the beginning seasons, but
Yeah.
season 5, I'm about maybe halfway through and still have to do season 6. I bought the box set because they pulled the blackface episode from season 2, I guess. And so I'm wanting to catch that.
Gobermach. Busty lugs. Don't call me Shardy. Cucumber cock rocket.
Oh,
You absolute fop doodle.
Where's Fop Doodle?
Rocky. Right underneath cock-cumber
Oh, yeah,
cock
we should look at
rocket.
that. Cock-cumber cock rocket? It's a cucumber cock rocket. I had to double check there for a second. I was like, did I misread that? No, it is cucumber cock
No,
rocket.
I misread it.
Wait, why
I
is he
misread.
allowed write the word cock and not allowed write the word poppycock? I didn't have to authorize those messages, or did I authorize those messages and I wasn't paying attention?
See, it's not just me. I'm not the only sleep-deprived person on the show tonight.
No one said you were.
Okay.
In fact, oh no, I'm after opening up 2 broadcasting softwares at the same time now. This is going to get interesting. Hello,
By
Twitch.
interesting, you mean, oh god, we're all going to die?
No.
Maybe.
Am I on Twitch? No, I'm not on Twitch. It's okay.
Get a notification. So.
This isn't a video game. Surprise!
Well, while you're here,
Katie-
why don't you head over to YouTube?
Katie just
and-
said, "Why am I awake?" Honestly, because you're baking scones, and you're going to just leave little pastry charcoal balls in the oven. Otherwise, and B, I'd like to think it's because we're being entertaining.
I want to go with B, but sure A is probably that heavy choice.
We're also every now and then a little bit informative.
Yes.
So informative that I can't remember. Did you finish the Witcher bit?
Yes, repeatedly.
Okay, right. Next up, we have
We have Bundy.
It's Bundy.
I tried to segue you guys. God damn it.
I think that's
you?
just become a thing where you just segues just don't need to happen anymore because he's not gonna work.
Yeah, as is customary.
We'll
every
get there.
2 or 3 years, you got to knock an old Bundy movie out because there was only that one serial killer that one time back in the
Yeah, right.
And this one's not about the King Kong Bundy; it's about Ted Bundy.
Yeah, because that's why I said serial killer. If it was about King Kong Bundy,
What?
we'd be on about hairy bald
I never
bastards.
got around. I never got
I
around
said
to
he
watching
wasn't hairy.
King Kong Bundy?
No, he wasn't. You're thinking about George Animal Steel.
Yes, I
Or
am.
Booger
Sorry.
Bastard.
Yeah.
Or Bastard Booger.
King Kong Bundy was a walking Eggman.
I'm
Like
an
Humpty Dumpty.
egg man.
If you can picture Humpty Dumpty as a human, it was King Kong Bundy.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He
was
made great cameos in
Are
Married
you
with
saying
Children.
he's like some sort
he
of
was.
Humpty Bundy?
Oh,
Oh, King Kong Bundy. Now sorry, I have him now. Yeah, he was. He's Peggy's brother, isn't it?
cousin or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's related to the Bundys in some manner, anyway.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Except in later
What?
seasons where he's just King Kong Bundy.
I must go back and watch that. I haven't watched
Because
that in
remember,
ages.
Bud has to wrestle him at one stage, and they're not related at
Yeah.
that stage. It's just Bud has to wrestle him.
Yeah.
Or maybe they were related and he just didn't care.
No. It specifically got retconned because he was in as
Okay.
he wasn't in as King Kong Bundy before. He
It
was
was a
in as
different character.
whatever Bundy, Gary Bundy or whatever fucking.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Cousin.
that's
Backyard Bundy.
sidetracked. Anyway, we're not talking about King Kong Bundy or Gary Bundy. We're talking about Ted Bundy because,
Who is no relation to Married with Children Bundys.
no, well, not to the although, if you think about it, it would make a lot of sense.
Him and Al was a buddy sitcom. I can see it. I could, maybe not. No, run.
We call
I thought for a
it
second.
boobs and body bags. We call it loads of body bags. Boobs and body
Then sit on the
bags.
couch.
Yeah.
Al put his hand down his pants, and then
Yeah,
Ted.
and Ted Bundy pulling a knife out of his pants. It'd be
Yeah.
No. Ted Bundy putting somebody else's hand detached down his pants.
Oh. Oh.
This fall on flop.
Bill has rewritten. I'm not.
You want me to go on about the Bundy movie?
No, he appears to have rewritten. Live for
Well,
the
that's a nice
moment.
little jingle.
Yeah, isn't it not Eminem?
I can't see the chat. I got the Bundy story up, so.
I can see.
My nipples are tingly. My balls are sweaty. I've got a massive hunger for meatballs and spaghetti.
Yeah, you lose yourself, Eminem.
Okay.
And not those actual
Not.
words.
You'll find that they're not the actual words.
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, there's vomit on his. That's the one he's talking
Sweater
about.
already. Eating mom's spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Yeah, that was a big hit here. Oh god.
Yeah, and everywhere else, it's fucking Eminem.
Well, yeah. It was played
You've heard
so
of
much.
the Eminem in Ireland, haven't you? Yeah. We have one or two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the chocolatey sweets. I like the plain ones.
Well, just imagine how overplayed he was not in Michigan, because that's where he's from, is Detroit.
giving
So
you-
we overplayed the fuck
Actually,
out of
no,
him.
not a red card. I'm giving you an orange card. That's a warning. That's a bad pun.
Oh shit! We got card.
That wasn't
now.
a pun.
One more orange card, you're out.
Don't make me pull out the red. You know what the red means?
I didn't.
Red means time
Read
out.
it. I'll go to sleep.
He's like,
Yeah,
cool, cool.
that's a benefit for him. You
Another
might not want to do
quick. Let me get kicked off this motherfucker.
that. Red means you're staying on for another hour and a half.
Prepare
It
to be
is.
deafened by the
Fine,
sounds of snoring.
That's red
I
card,
feel
red card.
Bill and Rochi have conspired in some other social media platform to just be like, let's see how many fact derailing things we can throw out in the show tonight.
Huh.
Slight veer off topic.
Fuck
I'm still
Mindhunter.
hanging on to hope we get a third season of Mindhunter. Me too.
The fuck was?
It's not really veering off topic. I mean, we did start off by talking about a serial killer after all.
Yeah, and that whole Mindhunter style show, Ted Bundy is the serial killer that started it all.
Oh, is that the? Okay, yeah.
I still
It-
haven't
it's
watched that,
Ted
actually. I
Bundy's-
haven't watched it yet.
it's Ted
Haven't he?
Bundy's super helpfulness with this particular detective played by Elijah Wood here that is one of the reasons that whole criminal my Pam was saying to me earlier that she was like that's the whole reason all of that psychological evaluating of serial killers to try and piece together how they work together came about was because of Bundy being so open. I got nothing better to do. Hopefully you let me out of prison if I keep telling you about all of the stuff I did. No, you'll find it's
No,
actually
that's-
working quite to the contrary, but we appreciate the help.
But I
The
think-
more
was
you
it
say,
the-
the less you're getting out.
Well, I thought some of it had to do with
Sharing
the
it back.
fact that he was getting ready to be executed, and that's when he started opening up. I thought that's what it was. Because he's like, well, I'm getting ready to be dead, so I guess it doesn't matter now.
Yeah, it was partially I'm getting ready to be dead, and partially maybe if I keep telling him stuff, I might get less dead.
Or prolonged deadness.
I feel that would be worse.
Yeah. I meant prolonging the killing. I don't know.
Yeah,
The more information they give them, they're like, oh, we need to keep him alive because this, and the other thing.
anyway, Buzzles, give us the info
Yes.
about the movie.
So we have a film called No Man of God that seems to be a theme of this week is also being released August 27th. So it seems to be some kind of weird August. Everything that we've done so far is coming out in August, like the end of August, because that's the last two movies. It is headed up by Elijah Wood's production company, Spectre Vision. I almost said Spectre Vision, and that would have been wrong. That would have been another company he's got going on.
I don't even know if that's an actual company. Is it?
Well, then if it isn't, then I might make it. after
Spectre
the end.
Vision?
Spectre Vision. No, not Spectre Vision. Just to clarify, Spectre Vision is Elijah Wood and two other dudes' production companies who they've done Mandy and Color Out of Space and that one
Funhouse?
where,
No.
no, not Funhouse. That one where he's a serial killer and the name of it won't come to me.
Oh, Open Window.
What? No.
I thought you were talking about the Elijah Wood serial killer one,
Yeah,
or the killer one.
yeah. Where he's a
It was,
serial. No. It's like a
yeah.
remake of a 70s. It's a famous 70s
Yeah.
one that I'm just blanking on the name of. Is it? No, not Psycho. I can't remember. Anyway, moving on. Maniac. That's it. Maniac.
There we go. Thank you.
So here in No Man of God, like we said, we have Elijah Wood playing lead role as the FBI agent who Ted Bundy confesses his serial murders to. Bundy this time, because like we said, he's been in multiples of films, programs, TV shows,
And played
bunch of
by
different things.
many different people. Zac Efron, like
Yeah,
a motherfucker.
Yes. This time he's been being played by Emmy winner Luke Kirby. Like I said, the film is going to be released in theaters and on demand in digital on August 27th, 2021. It is based on the true story of the strange and complicated relationship that developed between FBI agent Bill Hagmaier and it incarcerated Ted Bundy in the years leading up to Bundy's execution. There has been a trailer that has, I don't know if it's debuted, but it's been released probably recently over on the YouTubes, and it looks really good. It looks like a really good psychological thriller. And yeah, let's see if there's anything else that I needed to see.
Did you let everyone know it was about Ted Bundy?
I think the film is about
I'd say we got
Ted
it covered.
Bundy, Theodore Bundy, as he's known by people who call him Theodore. Yeah, Ted Bundy, August 27th.
Right,
He's
and
telling people.
we are going to hit the chat for a moment before we move on to the next news bit.
Dude, some of it's
I won't lie to you. That's why
I call the BS on the
Yeah.
on the Metallica one now.
Yeah, me too. That was one that piqued my interest. And there's just, they've taken it on board when I said about them throwing out facts to just keep throwing facts out. So, according to Roshi, the opposite sides of a dice will always add up to 7. Interesting fact. If you open your eyes in a pitch black room, the color you'll see is called Eigengrau. Interesting fact. Did you know that a Rubik's Cube was designed to train humans who can't recognize shapes how to perform problem solving using colors? Interesting fact. Okay, in comparison to Bocchi's, I'm assuming that's supposed to be Rochi's Rambles. It's not really off topic, to be honest. Chalk is edible.
I mean, technically anything's edible.
Yeah.
It's, if you survive it at the end of it, though. Like,
Well, don't they use a form of chalk for absorbing stuff? Don't they make it eat chalk to absorb stuff up? And aren't Rennies essentially chalk? So, anyway, moving on. There's a company that turns dead bodies into coral reef. I've heard of that. That's true.
so I hadn't heard of that one.
Yeah. There are 293 ways to make change for $1. Sure. Okay. Enter Sandman by Metallica was actually inspired by the fact that dolphins actually sleep with one eye open.
I said I got to call BS. I'm sorry.
A pig's orgasm lasts for 30 minutes. Don't ask me how I know, said Rochi. I'm also going to retort back with don't ask me how I know, but I'm pretty sure that is true. I don't know why I know that fact, but I do. Or maybe my brain's just going, that's so batshit that there's no way he could have made that up.
Katie didn't mistype. She was typing Bill and Rochi together. Bochi.
Oh, Bochi. Oh, they've merged into one. Like
You want
sort of weird
you want
Irish
Chaos
Super
Club.
Saiyan.
you want to know a little bit of information about Inner Sandman because I was looking that up.
About the dolphin? About the dolphin thing? Is it true?
It's not about the dolphin, no.
Oh.
Says Inner Sandman was actually the original lyrics were about crib death until Ulrich and producer Bob Rock intervened. It says in the spring of 1991, Hetfield brought the band the lyrics for Enter Sandman, and of all topics, it was about crib death. You know, y'all know babies suddenly die. The Sandman killed it. Metallica frontman described it in 2007, and its destructive effect on the family unit. Indeed, the line of "To Never Never Land" was originally "disrupt the perfect family," according to Ulrich. At the time, Metallica abided by the rule that nobody could comment on anybody else's stuff. Rock recalled that the producer and drummer both had to draw the line here, especially with such a potentially big song on the line. Nothing about those. And as I normally say, fuck dolphins.
Yeah, they are the assholes of the sea.
This is from OG.
Are you unaware of that?
Put a
'Cause,
fucking,
like, don't get me wrong. I know dolphins have been known to be helpful to humankind and everything as well. But for like every dolphin that's picked up somebody's phone or everything, there's some dolphin and his friend that have tried to headbutt someone around the fucking ocean when they found them.
Can you blame them? We're assholes.
Well, they're just humans with flippers, aren't they? Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't have the ability to dump all their crap where we live.
That's why they have flippers.
Thank keep headbutting us as a result.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
They're getting.
Like, explain to me
Hey,
how
we're lucky Atlantis doesn't really exist.
like dolphins never
Yeah, no
accidentally get
shit,
stuck
dude.
on fish hooks. Like, that's a thing. That doesn't happen.
Hmm?
You've never seen someone accidentally hook a dolphin while fishing. Do you know what I mean? They're a higher intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! The sumo wrestlers make babies cry for good luck. That's also true.
Bullshit.
I'm pretty sure that's true. Don't ask me.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Also, Dana asked me why I know that. I could be wrong. Why do I know that?
I'm looking it up.
Dragonflies have 6 legs but can't walk.
God, dude,
That's
that's
not-
paying way too much attention to my conversation.
Yeah, that's
I like
because
sumo wrestling.
that's because of branding, Rochi. Because if they did walk, then they'd be called dragon walks instead of dragonflies, and it just doesn't sound as cool.
Did you see Bill's comment regarding viruses?
No. You are more likely to get a computer virus from religious sites than porn sites, so Giz has actually been visiting a lot of religious sites. That's not... Look, that's not true. That's not true at all. I honest to God, remember when we were doing the horror porn episode for Valentine's Day's American Horror's GoreCast this year, and Giz sent me links to go get some of the videos we needed to watch, and my computer was literally, I like clicked into 2 of the sites, and my computer was just like, nope. No.
So
I physically
that's
felt
actually a thing.
from the amount of spamware and malware that hit my computer at one go, I could physically feel the computer get heavier.
So the sumo wrestler thing is true.
I knew it was true. Don't ask me why I knew it was true, but I knew it was true, which is worrying me about the pig thing as well. Now,
And they also do it baby to baby. So, like, who cries first is the winner. So you've got 2 sumo wrestlers. You're like, hey, I won! Which, like, that whole thing's just
when you're
weirder.
dressed like a 400-pound baby, is it that hard to make a baby cry?
Well, I mean, they might just see you as a bigger version of them and think it's hilarious.
Yeah, okay, so if you saw a bigger version of you, how would you feel?
I'd love to meet the Undertaker.
I'm talking
Mark
no,
Calloway?
I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the Undertaker. I'm talking about an actual big version of you. A 400-pound you wearing a diaper.
That would be one fucked up reality.
That's going to be him pretty soon in the Zardos remake, besides the 400-pound part.
The 400-pound part is what makes it fucked up reality.
Oh my god, I now have 400. Is that not just Fat Bastard?
Get in
Sorry,
my bed.
I was like, I'm picturing a 400-pound ginger Giz with a Scottish accent, and I was like, oh no, wait, that's just Fat Bastard. But Paul,
I want my baby back, baby back,
I want my
baby
baby
back.
back, baby back, baby back ribs. I want my baby back.
Oh my
Baby
god.
back ribs.
I'm wrecked.
Oh, you look like a little baby. Get in my belly.
Oh, God.
So yeah, it says that the baby's cries are intended to reach God, and parents hope that the little ones will grow healthy and strong.
Nutmeg
why
is
they do it.
extremely poisonous if injected intravenously. Look, lots of
I
things
think
are really
anything.
poisonous if you inject them intravenously. Milk intravenously, not a good idea.
Oh god, they have a bunch of YouTube videos about the sumo wrestlers making the babies cry. It's just, we could probably pull one
And
off.
now we know what Buzz is watching for the rest of the night.
You send me a link.
Yep.
Oh, gods.
Right, meow.
Send me a link right
I like
now.
a
I
modern
gotta wait for
woman.
an advertisement to finish fucking YouTube.
Okay, while Buzz sorts that out, Carter, why don't you tell us about some feasting locusts that eat human flesh while in a swarm?
Right. So,
No. Sorry, go ahead, I'm sorry. I actually hit save, so now that video's saved on my phone.
So, Sci-Fi's got a new foreign film coming out, and it's
Netflix.
about. I'm sorry, what'd I say?
You said sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
Oh, sorry.
And I was like, did you see
Netflix.
the camera quality in that trailer? That's not a sci-fi fucking movie.
Yeah,
Let's get something fucking
I'm
straight.
sorry.
Right now.
The article says like a kind of a sci-fi concept, so that's where that came from. So Netflix has got a
Sorry,
coming out.
I just saw Rochi's cat comment there, and I just couldn't help but laugh my ass off. That was great. It's biblical.
It's an up film, and it's called The Swarm, and it's pretty much about killer locusts. It's coming out August 6th, and let's see, what was it? I'm not going to pronounce this name right. So, Virginia lives on a farm with her children Laura and Gaston, and raises locusts as a high-protein crop. Eventually, as things do, life is starting to get hard. There's problems going on, problems with the neighbors, stuff like that, and money's starting to become. Huh?
That's a problem. I said they have a kid named Gaston. That's a problem.
It's a
Probably
French
one
film.
of them. We don't know. But anyway, so tension between the neighbors and life and all that's starting to run high. And everything changes in her life when she discovers that the locusts have a taste for blood. And the trailer's not bad. I'm curious about it. She's like kind of in a greenhouse fucking with a bunch of locusts, and she like trips and falls and like takes a cage down with her. And she just like, when she kind of comes to, notices like the locusts have kind of like swarmed around the blood and certain spots where it was and shit. And then it kind of, as trailers do, kicks around and stuff, and you start seeing like locusts on a body, shit like that, and
It
eventually
almost
they
seems
get out.
like she's going on like a killing spree using the locusts as like weapons of mass destruction, from what it seems like.
I didn't get that, but sure. Does it sound
I
interesting?
mean, that's what like you said. It seemed like she was like using them to attack people.
Oh, I didn't. Like I said, I didn't get that in the trailer. It just.
I thought that's what the blood trailer was all about, that she was doing with the piping.
I really. That could be. Like I said,
You
the
did
trailer.
watch the trailer.
I did watch the trailer. But, I could see it if she's having trouble with the neighbors. Like, you know what, Steve? Fuck you, and like kicking him into the greenhouse or some shit. So. But the trailer looked good though, so I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Another movie you have to read, unless you're or what? I do
Okay,
different language.
Netflix has been dubbing a lot of their shit though.
That's why I said you have to read it because they dubbed it. Unless you
You
know the
know
language,
the-
I forget.
Do
Okay,
they
I
dub
made
live action movies as well, or is it just animated stuff?
live action. Because what was that one that we watched? They were trapped in a hotel, or they were renovating like an old house.
Oh, that was the Don't Night.
Oh yeah, don't
Don't.
speak.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, don't listen. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one on Netflix, but you and me had watched the subtitled version.
Yes, I think. Yes. Yeah, that's, like I said, I watched the trailer yesterday. It looked interesting. It looks like she's from what I took. I could be obviously wrong, but I don't think she goes on killing sprees. But it seems like she's using the locusts as not what they're intended for.
No, I just kind of figured like somebody was like, I took the bodies like maybe somebody stumbled in, like, and then they just break free or some shit. I didn't really see if she had control over them.
Yeah, because it doesn't really show if like she's the one who killed said person, or if they, like you said, just maybe found a body and they just. So, if it is that though, that sounds a hell of a lot better. I want somebody to go on a killing spree using locusts as their.
Not gonna lie, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm down. I was genuinely surprised because I could understand how you made the sci-fi mistake, because I saw like killer locusts that eat people, and I was like, oh, this is going to be. And then I saw the actual trailer, and I was like, that was much higher quality and much more fully fleshed out story than I was expecting.
Yeah, the opening statement in the article was like sci-fi concept, so the sci-fi stuck in my head.
Yeah.
So a bunch of stuff's going to be coming out in August, y'all.
A whole load of stuff coming out in August, y'all, as he so happily said. Right.
I did not need to know that.
I need to fit
Yeah.
this window down a little bit and put you there.
One has 10 times the bacteria of a public toilet. That is just not
I
a good
hope
thing.
some people are ready to see some stuff about
What the smeg?
what. It's
I
weird
go
for
looking up something for 2 seconds and come back, and all I see is a Japanese baby crying.
It's the baby crying festival for sumo wrestlers. You know this. We have to do it. I can't play lots of this, by the way, because it's probably a copyright
Meta.
issue. You're a meta.
YouTube,
Okay,
within a YouTube, within a YouTube.
I need to put the desktop audio up. You guys need to stop talking for a second, just because. Or actually, do you know what? I can mute. Do you know what? I can mute Giz's mic audio here.
If he takes you down, he takes us with you. So
Oh no, I can't. I can't mute Giz's mic audio. Give me 1 second.
you learned that last.
Desktop audio. Okay, right. Okay. Oh.
清らかな声がですね、その赤ちゃんの内にこもる邪気を発散したり、また外から
It's a tradition that has been upheld since 1600. And there's even a proverb relating to it that translates to crying babies grow fast. Once the infant is handed to a sumo wrestler, they are jiggled, frightened with faces.
Well, that's enough of that. Won't lie to you.
Things are allowed to get...
Won't lie to you. That just now it might just be me, call me crazy, but I really feel like that just looked like a bunch of sumo wrestlers shaking babies.
But they used the word, like when I was reading, they said jiggle.
Kissing hands and shaking babies. I think you'll find that's the other way around. Huh. Maybe that's why I lost that last election.
Things they're allowed to get away with in Japan.
Right?
Yeah, that's that was.
I hope somebody like.
Would you like to leave? Would you like me to?
I hope somebody just hopped onto the episode. First time ever watching the GoreCast. Like, hey, I want to know some horror. Oh my god! And the baby on this.
Well, that would serve as horrific news.
What the hell am I watching? Subscribe.
Would you like me to move into another story so we can finish on kind of a high note?
Oh yeah, that story. Yeah. Go for it.
Okay, so
sort the picture out quick, but
Brian Lumley's very famous vampire series Necroscope, which has been going from '86 up until about 2013 and spanned 18 books, has never ever had any kind of adaptation, TV, film, anime, nothing at all. However, Revelations Entertainment, which is the production company owned by Morgan Freeman and Laurie McCreary.
Is he going to be talking a lot in it?
I have no idea, but they've bought the rights to the series. They've bought the rights to the series, and they're planning on basically exploring the entire Necroscope universe over a series of, let me see now, episodic TV, animated features, video games, graphic novels, and emerging formats. In other words, if something new and cool comes out, we're getting into that as well. But the very basic looks like a TV show that's going to be following the main character, Harry Kyo, who's a necroscope, which is basically a psychic. And there are these psychic agents all over the world. The big thing about this is that it deals with a vampiric invasion of shape-shifting alien vampires. So over the course of these books, they have to deal with that. They have to deal with the conspiracies within conspiracies. They explore the origins of these things, how they came to Earth, how long they've been manipulating humanity. And it eventually leads to a full-on war and several bits and pieces that happen afterwards. So this isn't just going to be... The reason it hasn't been done before is actually because it's so big and so vast that to try and fit all this into one film would be idiotic. So they're definitely looking at plotting the main arc. We have Glenn Hetrick and Michael McKay look like they're going to be working on the series. Glenn Hetrick did Face Off. I'm not sure if that's a TV show or the film. There's
a Face Off TV show?
I'm not sure. Or else he had something.
It's It's Face Off, but it's makeup, like special effects makeup. And you had like 5 artists come together.
Oh my god,
challenge
that
them
could be
down
very
to
interesting.
one.
Yeah,
That was called Face Off.
The Necroscope is very much sci-fi horror, and with shape-shifting, body horror, things like that, I imagine that'll be playing a key into it. Where was I reading? Yeah, as I said, they're planning on plotting the main arc across multiple seasons, which will also allow them to explore some of the side books and side stories. Because, like I said, you have Harry Kyo, and he's kind of like the main character, but you have all the people he runs into. Some of those characters would have their own side stories. You've got werewolves, you got vampires, you got different supernatural alien-like creatures running around the place, and you have a fucking all-out gory battle to the death. So I'm not sure when this stuff is looking to come out, but the reason these things are so good and the reason that they have grown so popular and have such a following is because it's not like the world that he's built. You don't have to suspend too much belief. You know, it's a very realistic setting. The way that the stories are approached, the storytelling, the characters, they're all very, very believable, and you can, very easy to draw yourself into it and kind of say, well, yeah, I could totally see this entire shadow war going on in real life, just the way that the books are written and the way that he portrays it, which is one of the things that Glenn Hedrick said they're planning on sticking to. They're big fans of the book, so hopefully the adaptations will be fucking awesome, and we get a whole new I hate to use the word pop culture phenomenon, but with 18 books to draw from, there's an awful lot of stuff here. I can see it being big, big, big.
Yes, maybe.
What?
Yes, maybe. Anyway, so that's it on the news bits for us this week. If you happen to be new to the chat or anything like that, don't forget to hit the old like and subscribe button down below. It does help us with growing the channel, and if you hit the little bell, it supposedly lets you know on occasion when the show is going live, depending on what day or what mood it's in. And before we go, we've got more chats to go through. Let me just get rid of that. Right, I feel it applicable. I should say this last message first and then go back. So, Bill, please set up a thing where you and Roshi are writing all of these things for Christmas crackers or fortune cookies, asks Katie. So I'm now going to go back up the list. Okay, so the only domestic animal not mentioned in the Bible is a cat because they are cunts, said Roshi.
Sacred to the Egyptians.
Bill O'Donoghue then said the T-Rex's closest living relative is a chicken. I'm going to have to correct that comment. It's most dinosaurs' closest living relative is a chicken. Cats are cunts, to be honest. That's why I relate to them. Yeah, most dinosaurs, or most birds are descended from dinosaurs. That's why they all are egg layers. Katie relates to cats because she is also a cunt, evidently. She said it. I'm merely relaying the message. If you yelled for 8 years, 7 months, and 6 days, you would have produced enough sound energy to heat 1 cup of coffee. That's very interesting. Huh. Carrots were originally purple, not orange. I'm going to call bullshit on that. Although, am I? Probably. I don't know. You know what? These would be really cool in Christmas crackers. You'd be very confused on Christmas Day as you pull the cracker and just been like, cats are cunts. Okay, well, fair enough.
Especially the next one.
If you passed gas consistently, I can clarify this. If you passed gas consistently for 6 years and 9 months, you would produce enough gas to create an atomic bomb's energy.
Holy crap.
I'm nuclear. Nuclear. No state in the USA has a Q in it. All other letters in the alphabet are used for state names. Huh. The human heart... I also know this one, unfortunately, from experience. Yeah. The human heart creates enough pressure when it pumps out of the body to squirt blood 30 feet. So basically, Monty Python and Quentin Tarantino got it right. Yeah, that's true. My arm exploded. Like, I can't describe how big a gush of blood came out of my arm. Like, I was the only thing that went through my head was like, this is a lot more like an anime than I was expecting. Men who are hanged get a death erection known as rigor erectus. Explains the term well hung.
Oh, that's not right.
I don't think that's true. Although, well, sorry, I won't lie to you. The erection I could get because of all the blood pressure and blood flow. But I Hey, Google. Rigor erectus. Hey, Google. Rigor erectus.
Worst Harry Potter spell ever.
Oh, would you look at that? It actually, it's true. Rigor erectus is a genuine term.
Holy shit.
And a hilarious Harry Potter spell.
Dead erection. Rigor erectus.
Probably Hermione's favorite.
By the way,
one.
I know all of your facts are real. Some of Bill's ones I was questioning. Although now I'm starting to wonder about the purple carrot. I'm like, that's probably more true than I thought it was.
Just apart from the Metallica one, the rest are real.
Apart from the Metallica one. God damn it. I really wanted that to be... I so wanted that to be true.
Myth busted.
Yeah. James Hetfield was watching fucking Dolphin Week on fucking Discovery.
There was one other one that I don't know if that's true or not.
Anyway, we're going to call the end of the show there. Also, don't forget to join myself and Giz this Sunday on American Horrors, 8:30 p.m. CC, and whatever that equates to is GMTs, where we're going to be, to the best of my knowledge, reviewing School's Out Forever, and we are also going to be talking about some weird little things that happened in real life that make some of the horror movies you're well aware of a little more enhanced. That's 8:30 p.m. CC, whatever that equates to is GMTs, only on American Horrors. www.americanhorrorsfilmfestival.com temporarily until they get the americanhorrors.com website fixed. And other than that, that's it from myself and the boys. We'll catch you on Thursday, where we're going to be talking about a whole lot of slasher movies. One of those being Fear Street 1978, which is fucking amazing. I don't mind saying that off the top of the cuff.
Yeah, it was.
All right, we'll catch you later on. Toodaloo, fuckers. Bye.
Bye.
For frack's sake! You want to tell me why I'm out here, scorching heat, middle of July, while you put up Halloween decorations? Because we're always behind when it comes to Halloween. It's only 4 months to Halloween, so I'm getting ahead of it now, so man up. Fracking micromanaging maniac! I'd call you a dirty ginger bollocks, except your head's only 20% ginger anymore, you bald fuck. Ah, fuck you! Fucking hell, I'm lucky I didn't die. Thanks for breaking my fall, dude. Oh god, I think you broke my back. I can't move my hands or my legs. Huh. Do kind of feel a little bit bad about that. Halloween is very important though, and this does give me a good idea for an episode. Join myself and the guest this Sunday, 8:30 p.m. CST, and whatever that equates to is GMTs, only on American Horrors. We're going to be talking about the new movie, School's Out Forever, and we got some horror little doodads in part 2 for you as well, which are magical. 8:30 p.m. CST, and whatever that equates to is GMTs, only on American Horrors. Be fine, don't walk it off. Oh yeah, sorry, bad joke. Don't forget, if you enjoy our Madcap GoreCast horror hijinks, we stream 3 nights a week over on YouTube, Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays, where you can see a little bit of this. Turd spoon, god damn, I knew there was something I wanted to bring up in the... God damn, I don't know what a fucking turd spoon is, but I'm mad to...
Yeah, pretty in-depth.
Most definitely some of this.
With a new 2009 twist. She pulls out of her vagina.
I'll give it to her though, because like, you know how like magicians kind of like do something and they pause dramatically? She took that dramatic pause.
And occasionally some of this.
Our favorite Halloween movies.
What's up,
than the rest of
GoreCasters?
us.
Welcome back here to the GoreCast. Yeah, okay, I'm here. I'm back.